Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell here, of course. Thank you so much for joining us. We are now joined by Parker Chase, who will be driving the 51 Toyota Tundra for Kyle Busch Motorsports this weekend at the Daytona Road Course. How's it going, man?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. So this week it was announced that you would be in the truck for the Daytona Road Course as well as COTA. How exciting is that to this time get to be in the truck? I know you've raced at the Daytona Road Course last year in ARCA with the Chad Bryant team, but what a quite opportunity and one of the best teams in the truck series.
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, just like you said, one of the best teams in the truck series. So I know we're even having no practice, they're still going to roll me out a perfect truck. It's going to be fun. Have a lot of experience on the road course. Did it last year in ARCA, and so I at least have an idea of what the new chicane's like because it's not there for any of the other series. So that's a little bit more comforting. I saw on Twitter and Facebook and whatnot last night that they're adding new curbs in the bus stop, so that's something that we're gonna have to go look at before we get on track just to see what it's like. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be really fun. First race in the truck, so lots of stuff to learn, but it's gonna be a good time.
So you're also racing in the IMSA prototype IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. But the series are so contained together. How has that been going? I know you. I know obviously you were with what was then the AIM Vassar Sullivan team last year in driving GT Daytona, and then of course left midway through the season. What's it been like to go down and run Michelin Pilot Challenge this year?
It's been fun. We're running with Brian Herta Autosport and the Hyundai TCRs. So this year we rolled out a new car. We were at Daytona for 2 weeks in mid-January, and yeah, it's been fun. New car this year, so there's some things that got to be worked out with every new car, and yeah, I mean we had a few things go wrong as you'd expect, but came home with a ninth place finish, a few laps down after losing a control arm. So it was a little bit of a rough 2 weeks in Daytona, but I think we're going to get on pretty well this season. We went 1, 2, 3 in the championship last year, won the manufacturers, won the team, won every possible award you can win. So hopefully we can. I don't think we can do any better than we did last year. So hopefully we can at least come close to our accomplishments as we did last year.
Yeah, of course how the steel put together. Of course, you and Kyle were teammates when, of course, going back to your days when it was AIM Vassar Sullivan. Now it's Vassar Sullivan. Of course, driving the Lexuses, and is that kind of how this deal kind of got put together with knowing Kyle when he was driving Rolex last year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if I didn't do that race last year with Kyle, then we definitely wouldn't be sitting here right now. So that definitely has a key role in where we are today. I mentioned to Kyle when we were just sitting in the hauler at Daytona last year that I wanted to take a look into some stock car stuff and whatnot and see if he could help me out and lead me around a little bit. And we started talking early January, probably a week or two before Daytona of 21, about running some truck races this year. And I told him that last year that I wanted to get my feet wet in some stock car stuff, like I said. So I did a few late model races and that one ARCA race. And then we started talking this year, and I told him that I wanted to do some truck races, and his seat was available in the 51 for the 4 road courses. But unfortunately, I can't do one of them. And the other one, I'm not sure yet. So we're doing Daytona and COTA, which are 2 tracks that I have hours of experience on.
Of course, with the thing is you ask about, I want to fast forward to COTA a little bit. No one has been there. No one. When you look at trucks, Xfinity, Cup, a lot of those guys. Now, we've seen many NASCAR drivers go down to COTA and go test there, but it's a track that a lot of drivers have not experienced because, it's not been on the schedule. IndyCar, of course, has gone there.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a destination. It's where the track the Formula One runs on when they come to America. IMSA has run there in the past. What is that race going to be like in May? And do you think you have an advantage going in there being that not a lot of the guys have experience at that racetrack or have never seen that place.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's 45 minutes from my house, so I'm relatively close to it, and I've done 5 or 6 races there with hours of track time each. So I definitely know the place like the back of my hand, and yeah, no, with nobody else knowing the track at all, I think probably the only person in the 3 Series that really knows it is Cindric from when he was running the McLaren stuff back in the day. And yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to get there and see how the trucks react to the high speed S's and the hard braking and whatnot. So I think there's gonna be some things that I have an advantage on, and I think there's some things that everybody else is gonna have an advantage on with tire wear and whatnot. But hopefully, with it being the second one that we're doing, the second race that I'm doing with Kyle Busch, that at least I can learn how to manage some tires a little bit.
You talked to your two teammates, John Hunter and Chandler. Of course, Chandler has never raced on the Daytona road course, and of course, John Hunter did last year in the Cup Series. Have they asked you anything about this place? Because obviously you do have a lot of experience on that track from running IMSA so many years.
Yeah, I saw him at the shop when I was there getting my seat fit and whatnot. I talked to him briefly, but no, they haven't reached out to me or anything yet. But I'd imagine Friday morning they're going to be asking me a few questions about, like the line and how to approach the bus stop and all that good stuff.
What's the toughest part about running Daytona, the Daytona road course? We've seen it, of course, as you said, they're kind of fixing up the bus stop a little bit. What's the toughest part about running that racetrack?
Well, I mean, historically for me, it's always like in the 24 hours about keeping your car clean for 23 hours. But here we're in a little bit different situation. I think the biggest thing to do here for being in a stock car is looking out for your brakes, looking out for your tires, and all that good stuff, and taking good care of your equipment and not burning it off in the first, half of the race, because you have the hard braking into the bus stop and hard braking into the new chicane as well into one. So I think you can, get too deep in there pretty quick.
All right. Parker Chase, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us. Good luck this weekend at the Daytona road course.
Appreciate it, man. Talk to you later.